burnt out and under pressure. With fears that there may be no government movement on the junior doctors' bitter pay dispute, many NHS workers are considering alternative options.
Western Australia, be part of this team.
And adverts like these are making the thought of a move abroad for doctors like Sumi Manarajan more appealing. She says many of her peers are finishing medical school being over £100,000 in debt, and facing starting jobs at just £14 an hour is pushing them out of the NHS.
I've looked into moving to Australia. The base salary for me would be over £10,000 more for the lowest paying job, and this is for less hours, 100 less hours per year. So I can see why it's tempting for so many people. And my colleagues last year actually left to go to Australia. They all report back that they've got a better work-life balance, get better pay, and the conditions are so much better.
In order for doctors to be able to work abroad, international regulators require something called a Certificate of Good Standing from the Medical Council, or for nurses, the Certificate of Professional Status. In 2022, 6,950 doctors were issued certificates of good standing. Of those, 1,813 actually left. But this year, just up until May, 3,466 doctors have been issued a certificate, and 412 of those have left. But on top of that, 16,192 nurses up until March this year have been issued a CCPS. Dr. Obi Jude Njiako went to work as a surgeon in Canada for a year. He came back due to family commitments, but is considering a move again.
By the time you finish training, we are in our 30s, we have families, we have children. And if you work somewhere like Canada, where your salary will be 3 or 4 times what it would be in the NHS, that allows you to buy a nice home, good schools, good neighbourhood for your children. The work-life balance probably is actually better in the UK, I would say, in terms of number of hours that you work. But the financial remuneration for your effort and the responsibility and the years of sacrifice is far better in the US and Canada.
This junior doctors' strike is set to last until Tuesday at 7 a.m. However, there are fears it could run into the winter if they haven't left picket lines for sunnier climates and better pay. Natalia Jorquera, 5 News.